Hi Virgo, let's take a look at what they can't get over. This could be like, you know, in a romantic whimsy sort of way, like someone is just smitten, or it could be that this is what's preventing you two from making a deeper connection or reconciling, that sort of thing. So what they can't get over for you, Virgo. This is for September 20th through October 19th. And check out the description box below to find everything else you need to know about this reading, including the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Solari Tarot. Love and support to him. Check him out. Show him some love and support yourself if you like what he has to say. This is intended for a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Virgo. What can't they get over for Virgo? Can't they get over for Virgo? Oops. Oh, gee, aim for that. I'm doing it again. I don't like that. It got messy. I meant to slide him and I didn't do it correctly. All right, Virgo. For Virgo. There, that's better. 10 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Tower, 6 of Swords, the Emperor, 7 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So you have Cancerian, Taurus, Aries, Gemini or Virgo, and Scorpio here. All right, Virgo. Okay, so this person is, they've got some pretty intense feelings about you. They're still really frustrated or upset. So it's almost like, okay, yeah, they're gonna move on, they're gonna get over this, but if it's comes back around to reconnection or asking about things with this person, like, I feel like you two could still be friends, but when the subject of the relationship that you had comes along or comes up, they'd have some choice opinions about that. And I think they're really frustrated that the relationship never got past a certain point. And I think this is about them feeling like they were important to you, that they wanted to be special to you. They wanted more than what it was. They wanted that stability and security. What's this Magician about? For Virgo, what's this Magician about? 3 of Swords. What's this 6 of Swords? Knight of Pentacles. We see that here also. Okay. What's this Emperor about? Yeah, this person's wanting to restore stability in their life. I mean, look at the Pentacles and look at the Tower here. What's this Emperor about? 3 of Cups. All right, so this is, what's this? 7 of Wands. What's this 7 of Wands? Yeah. This is someone that they're like, oh, don't worry about me. I will be just fine. I have good family, good friends, and I will land on my feet. I will get through this. Like, they're still really, like, not, they're not okay with it yet. They've got some very strong opinions about this, and they feel very strongly about those strong opinions. What's this Knight of Pentacles about? 5 of Wands. What's this Queen of Cups? Knight of Swords. So this could be Cancerian. This could be, what is that? That could be Aquarius. All right. What's this Tower about? All right, Virgo, they are landing this squarely in your corner. They want you to fix this. If anything's going to happen, they want you to come and basically say you're sorry, and because what they can't get over is that you broke their heart. And they were so smitten with you, and they thought everything was stable and going along smoothly, which is the way they like it. And it looks to be that you did something that went against the agreement that you two had, the commitment you two had. Could be cheating, could be something with money, hiding money, doing something, but it threatened the stability and the security of the relationship, not to mention made them feel like a fool. And this is someone's like, oh no, I'm not good. Like you've insulted their sense of propriety. Like you've done something that has made them feel like a fool for having the feelings and trust and respect for you. Like that's why they've kind of retreated to friends and family, and just wanted to be unto themselves and to keep things light and to be around people that are going to uplift them and just give them a reprieve and to offer safe haven, because they really feel like this is firmly in your camp to fix. That whatever you did, it threatened the very security and stability of the relationship right down to the core of it. And they blame you for whatever that is. That they were absolutely smitten and that you broke their heart, and you just, it was like you could have handled things differently, and you chose to do something that would just, they're taking this really personally. They're really upset about this, and they want you, I think they want to have it out and have their say, and they want you to fix this. I mean, that's kind of a tall order. If what's done is done, and this is someone that's just really upset that they just felt like their heart was broken and they were made a fool of for their devotion and the relationship that they wanted to have with you, that they thought they had, that they just want to get back to things being stable and secure and solid for them. They want to put all of this behind them, but they still have some very strong feelings about this. All right. What else for Virgo? You know, the funny thing is, though, is I think if they were allowed to just completely rant and rave and be like, I can't believe this and that, and you did this and whatnot. I mean, because this is someone that there was devotion and commitment and connection here. And I think they're looking to you to restore all that. Like if anything's gonna happen, any kind of reconciliation, they're looking at you to fix it. And this could be one of those where it's like, yeah, let bygones be bygones. There's a reason why I broke this person's heart or walked away or whatever. Could very well be that. But there's something about their propriety or their sense of posterity, or just like you've insulted my devotion or my ability to trust. Like, how dare you? You made me a fool for being devoted to you. That sort of thing. What else for Virgo? How could you mess up our happy home? How could you do that? I feel like it should have been this one. Yeah. So this is 5 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles. That's all about just being frustrated and fighting, and two people having very strong opinions, or at least someone having a very strong opinion about how they feel like the relationship contract should be. You know what I mean? Like, well, you don't give enough to the relationship. You're not committed enough. You're not devoted enough. Whether that's true or not, but this could be someone that has very high standards, and no matter what you did, you might have fallen short, So maybe you just weren't that into it, but apparently that's, an egregious offense here. But this is someone I think that definitely wanted you to step up more. Not that you needed to. I mean, this could be someone that's just got really high expectations, particularly because they feel like they give a lot. So you should be meeting them with that, and you should be, doing the right thing and giving just as much and with just as much intensity and devotion as they do. But not everybody's capable of that. That could be kind of exhausting, Right. What else for Virgo? What's for Virgo? I don't know. It kind of feels like this person is just really, it's kind of myopic. Like they're not really seeing your point of view. There's something missing in their narrative here. There's something missing in the way they're seeing things. They're not really looking at the whole picture. They're only considering their point of view. And that could be why you're like, I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta walk away because I can't. It could have been that you're feeling like, you know what, you have such demands on me and they're not realistic. Like, where's there room in this for me? Why does it have to be always about the relationship or you, you know? That flew out. It said purge. Let me pick one here. That's for Virgo. Surrender and purge. Naughty. All right. So this could be somebody that still feels like they're just so mad at you, but they still feel that connection to you, that they're still like, you've still got that hold on them. And so that even makes them even more mad because then they feel out of control. We got the Emperor here. So it's almost like, you know what, they just, yeah, okay, I love this person and I'm mad that I do because they still got a hold on me. Even though they broke my heart, you know what I mean? It could be that sort of thing. So, there could be that physical connection that they still long for or have with you, but they're standing their ground, and it's about self-worth and self-respect at some point because they don't want to be devoted to someone who's not going to be as, you know, the physical connection might be really strong, but they could be feeling like, you know what, if you're not going to, if we can't have that same connection in other areas, then it's simply beneath me to continue because you're not as devoted I am, you're not giving as much as I am, you're just not that into it, and I feel like a fool. All right. So we did that. Okay. We'll do this one right here. I think the answers, I'm going to do this anyway, but I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. Like this is kind of somebody who's still very hooked on you because... and if for nothing else, it could be equal parts, you know, I just feel like you have a certain hold over me that I'm not comfortable with, and you know, the physical connection, it's like even though my heart is saying no, I still want to be with you physically, and that makes me even more mad at myself. So I'm really going to be mad at you when I'm really mad at myself because of the way I still feel about you, but I know it's not right to be with you because you're just not as into it as I am. You know? And this is someone trying to stand their ground and have some self-respect about it. Ooh, that's loud. Okay. Well, that's a yes. I didn't ask a question, darn it. But typically it's like, okay, should so-and-so do something about this? And this says yes. But I think that's more about the thing is that this person's mad at you because they still feel pretty strongly about you. And they're mad at you for that because they can't seem to shake it right now. They're trying, and by all intents and purposes, and looking at it from the external point of view, it's like this person seems fine. They're moving on, they're being civil, they're around supportive friends and family, life continues, blah, blah, blah. But inside, there's a struggle. Like this is someone that really is just taking it very personally that this didn't work out, that this wasn't as important enough to you as it was to them. And there's this physical connection that they're like, well, crap, I got to deal with that also. I got to still deal with feeling attracted to this person or still reminiscing about the great physical connection we had. All right. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? Virgo need to do. What does Virgo need to do or no? Let's do that. All right, so we've got the World here and the Page of Wands. All right. So this is definitively over. I mean, we've got the World here. It was a great run, but now it's time to move on to other things. So, I mean, this is new interests, new excitement, just kind of coming out from, I want to say under the covers, but like, you know, just kind of coming out of the dark and into the light and starting to feel alive again, starting to reconnect, wanting to pursue other things after an ending. It's like it was a great run, but time to go on to other things here. All right. For others of you, it could be, this is random, but it could be somebody you met on vacation or while you were living somewhere else or on traveling or whatnot, and they wanted more of a, you know, you were with them for a time and it ended because it ended and they're still kind of hurting over that. Could be that. But it feels more like the other, that this is just someone that still just wishes they didn't feel the way they still felt. All right, Virgo, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Have a good rest of the September, and you take care.